All right. So now, you as the writer, you have some revision decisions to make. So before you do any of these things, I want you to kind of talk with a partner about where you're at with your writing. It could be a student, me, parent, friend, somebody, but you're going to do some conferencing, okay? And what you're going to have to do, what decision you're going to make about what you want to do next is, do you need to add or rearrange your essay for a different organizational pattern? Like, could you compare something you're talking about and contrast it with something else? Do you need a counter argument or rebuttal? Should you define your terms a little more? It would be important to define what rap music is, um, or what kind of food you're talking about. Any of these things could be things you want to define or give examples of. So that's your first option, is to kind of organize your essay in a different way by rearranging or adding. That way you're strengthening your. You might need to add more research. You might look at mine and say, oh, you know what? I didn't think as deeply about my topic as I could have. You're right. I really do like this artist, or I really do like football because this is what it's doing for society, for the impact on environment, et cetera, right? So that might be something you want to look back at. Say, do I need more research to get to a deeper level? Did I miss a chance for a counter argument or a rebuttal that would really help my cause? And then the last thing you want to do is talk about the placement of your research. So maybe you've got all your research already in there. You're really happy with the research you have. You think you got a pretty good argument. But maybe if you just move a couple of those quotes around or other elements of research that you have, you might be able to have put a stronger impression on your audience as they're reading, and have bigger takeaways if you just move some things around. So you're going to do one of these things after conferencing with somebody to get some specific feedback. And when you ask them to read your piece, don't just say, yo, what do you think? Is this good? Okay. Give them something to think about. Say, do I have enough research here? I feel like I might be missing something. Or are these two pieces of research in the right order, or would it make more sense to flip them? Or do you feel like I should compare and contrast my topic with something else there so that you can see a little bit more nuance and difference between the two? So you want to ask some really specific questions when you conference with somebody so they have a better idea of the kind of feedback that you need. All right. And that's what we're going to be working on from now on until we get to the next piece.